What's up?
Oh, I'm just compiling all the top sports scores, news, and odds so I can make the very best bets.
Me too. BetOnline.ag.
Join today and receive your 50% welcome bonus at betonline.ag.
All right, this is another CLNS Media Patriots Roundtable. I'm your host, Nick Qualia, here with Marv and Mike Molyneux. So, guys, again, this Thursday night, we record Monday, April 22nd. This Thursday night, April 25th, is the NFL Draft. The Patriots, obviously, the last pick in the first round again, because that's what they do. They win a lot of football games. They tend to win championships to the last pick of the first round. So, guys, the question here is, what would you? We'll ask the first question like this. What do you want to see the Patriots do in the first round? We'll even drop down to the second round because you never know what Bill Belichick's going to do. So what do you guys want to see the Patriots do with the first round? Marv, we'll start off with you.
I would love to see the Patriots move up in the first round. They have so many draft picks, and I get it. I know what the Patriots do. They always move down. But this year, I would love for them to move up into a team that actually needs some draft picks like the Seattle Seahawks. Seattle Seahawks only have 4 picks. If you can move up to their 21st, you give them maybe a second round or something, a third round, fourth round, whatever it is to move up and draft Noah Fant, the tight end. You know, the Iowa tight end. He's not TJ Hawkinson, but he's obviously the second best tight end in this draft. You can go grab him. I think that'd be huge for the Patriots. You solidify your tight end situation right there with Austin Seferian-Jenkins and having Noah Fant there, who's a speedster, can go out and get the ball. I think that'd be really good look for the Patriots to go up and get Noah Fant.
All right, Mike, before we jump over to you guys, let me tell you that today's Patriots Roundtable is powered by betonline.ag. The second season is underway in the NBA, and the Spurs are taking on the Nuggets. I would say the Celtics taking on the Pacers, but the Celtics wrecked the Pacers already. So move on, Spurs and Nuggets. Confidence high, willing to place a bet, don't know where to start. There's only one place to get in on all of this action. Grab the odds and allow the experts at betonline.ag to do the heavy lifting for you. Sports, live betting, virtual casino, you name it, betonline.ag is CLNS Media's preferred sports book online. If you are feeling lucky and would like to support our podcast, go to clnsmedia.com/PatsRT and use promo code CLNS50 for that 50% sign-up bonus. That's CLNS50. BetOnline.ag, your online sports book experts. Go online or use your mobile phone to sign up today at betonline.ag and try in-game live betting where you can participate with all the action with every single play. Again, use promo code CLNS50 for a 50% sign-up bonus. betonline.ag, your online sports book experts. All right, Mike. Mike, what do you want to see the Patriots do in the first round?
I think the Patriots are solid with their, 32nd overall pick in the first round. And I'm with Marv in terms of the position. I feel like they should go after Irv Smith Jr. out of Alabama. Patriots, Belichick, and Nick Saban have that connection. And if you could take a guy out of Alabama, a very successful college team like Alabama, I'm never mad at any draft picks coming out of Alabama because I just feel like they're all successful other than Trent Richardson. We saw how he fell off real bad.
Cyrus Jones.
Hey,
Cyrus Jones,
I still got love for Cyrus Jones, man. I still believe he could have turned into something, but yeah, once he had that injury, it probably knocked him off a few. But anyways, yes, Irv Smith Jr., tight end from Alabama. The one knock on him is that he's not really a big pass blocking tight end. I'm sorry. But they have Austin Seferian-Jenkins who kind of makes up for that. Obviously, the Patriots love a tight end who could probably do both. I mean, they had that over the last 9 years with Rob Gronkowski, but Irv Smith Jr. can give you that down-the-field threat that the Patriots, lost in what they had of Rob Gronkowski. You bring the next guy up, and this is a guy who can maybe supplant himself as the tight end of the future for the Patriots. So why not go after an Alabama guy, a Nick Saban guy, and Irv Smith Jr. with that 32nd overall pick in the first round?
See, now, Mike, I'm with you. I'm actually going with Irv Smith Jr. too. And so it actually depends for me. So I either want them to go after Irv Smith Jr. If they get worried at all I'm absolutely okay with the Patriots going after quarterback in this round. And if you guys go back to the other Patriots roundtable, we just had a big conversation about Will Grier. But if the Patriots are at all worried that they can't get Will Grier in the second round, I'm a big fan of this kid. I would not mind if they go after him in the first round. I really wouldn't. But if they don't want to go after a quarterback, I do like Irv Smith Jr. I don't. Marv, I'm with you too on your option. And who's the other guy? Hawkinson?
Hawkinson's the first. He's not gonna sniff out.
He's not
like
going to
the
be
first.
there.
Yeah, no.
He's not going to be there. I do like both of those guys a lot, obviously, but there's three very good tight ends who are going to be there in the first round. And if Smith Jr. doesn't last in the first round, he'll probably go early on in the second round. I do want to see the Patriots attempt to replenish Rob Gronkowski's position. There's no way, let's be honest, there's no way that they're going to be able to do that. There's no way that they're going to find a guy who's going to take over for Rob Gronkowski completely. But if you can get somebody who's going to be a pass catching tight end for Tom Brady, that is huge. That is ginormous because we know Tom Brady likes to throw passes to his tight ends, especially with the lack of receivers right now for Tom Brady and the Patriots. We don't know what Demaryius Thomas is going to look like. We don't know if Josh Gordon's going to be back. The Patriots need to add somebody who's going to be a receiving threat for Tom Brady. And I think Smith Jr. can be that guy. And Mike, you mentioned the blocking. I've actually read that his blocking is slightly underrated. I think that is, from what I'm seeing, his blocking is actually pretty decent. And if you can get a tight end who can block as well as go out for passes, that's the dream for the Patriots. That's the dream for Bill Belichick. That's the dream for Josh McDaniels and Tom Brady. I don't know why I can't talk today.
I say, out of the three tight ends that we mentioned, Hawkinson, Fant, and Smith Jr., if the Patriots get either of those three tight ends, I think, in my opinion, they automatically become the best tight end prospect, and that's because of the situation that they're in. We've seen many talented football players get drafted, but because of the situation that they're in, they didn't pan out. Whatever tight end comes into this Patriot system, this is a tight end friendly system. So when you come in, you're already going to get looks and prosper throughout anyways.
If there is any chance that they can get TJ Hawkinson, I don't care if you got to trade up your children to get to the first, to get to like the top.
I'd love to see Hawkinson in the Patriots.
The kid's highlight film is nasty. You got to go after him. All right, so we'll do this one quickly. One thing that you do not want to see the Patriots do, you don't have to necessarily name a player, but either a player or a position you do not want to see the Patriots go after early on, first, second round. Mike, what do you think?
Going off of what we talked about in the other roundtable, I personally don't feel the Patriots should go after a quarterback so early in the draft. There's other positions that they need to target on. We talked about the tight end position, and you can look at the wide receiver position. Everybody, the whole team, the whole world is under the impression that Tom Brady, will be an elite quarterback in the next season. So with that being said, like I've always said, you need to give that man weapons. And if you spend your first round pick or early round picks worrying about guys and maybe who trying to replace him or be the second coming of him, you're wasting your time in the wrong area. Focusing on giving him weapons. So don't waste your time going after a quarterback. Give the man who is currently holding down the fort weapons to work with.
Yeah, but a lot of times they don't even draft in the first round, so it doesn't really matter.
Right.
They've had success without worrying about first round picks. So you're right.
Marv, what do you think?
I mean, this question is so tough because it doesn't matter what we think. It doesn't matter what anyone says. The Patriots do whatever they want, and it usually pans out to be right. And they don't even draft for need. They never draft for need. They draft for what they say is the best player available. With that being said, let's pray that the best player available is not a running back, because that's probably the only position that is solidified that the Patriots do not need to touch. I saw a couple weeks ago that they brought in TJ Yeldon, but for what?
Yeah, why?
Why is TJ Yeldon? Why did you even think about bringing him in? So even that already has me thinking, like, what the hell's going on here? You got Michelle, you got White. Jeremy Hill's going to come back. You brought back Brandon Bolden for special teams, I guess. He's the Matthew Slater of the running back position.
Sure is.
So I don't know. Patriots and you got Burkhead. Burkhead is still in the mix as well. Bunch of options in the running back position. I know that's probably the easiest position to say not to draft, but when it comes to the Patriots, you got to put everything out on the table.
So, I don't think Jeremy Hill is coming back. I think he was on a 1-year deal last year. I believe he's a free agent right now.
Okay.
I believe, but either way, I mean,
He got a ring.
You listed off that entire list of Patriots running backs right now. There's no need to bring in a running back. So I'm with you on that. I just don't know if the Patriots are necessarily even going to think about that. The wide receiver position, there's some names out there. There's some big names out there that a lot of people are talking about, like Ridley, Riley Ridley, right? Riley Ridley, is that a name? I believe that's the name. Ridley. Okay, let's go with Ridley. And
A.J. Brown.
And Deebo Samuel. Yeah, Riley Ridley and Deebo Samuel. Here it is in my notes. A lot of people are throwing those names out there. I do not think the Patriots need to go after these guys. I do not think the Patriots need to go after a receiver right now. And granted, they don't really have any young receivers, especially, Malcolm Mitchell, he's done. Obviously, there's just no young receivers. Braxton Berrios, I guess you can count him, maybe. Other than that, would you like to see some more depth back there? Yeah, sure, but I just don't think it's necessarily really a need right now.
Wow.
I think the Patriots can fare well. We saw what they did last year. I think the Patriots will fare well with what they have. I think if you're not going to go after a quarterback or get one of those top 3 tight ends, I think you should focus on the defense. Maybe try to replace Trey Flowers.
So do you want to go year to year? The Patriots we have to hope and pray that they just bring in wide receivers that can pan out year after year. Let's hope that, Patriots signed so-and-so. Let's hope that he pans out. Patriots signed so-and-so. Let's hope that he pans out. Isn't it starting to look bad that this team can't draft and develop a wide receiver? It's been years now.
You know what Belichick says to that, though? I don't give a damn what anybody thinks about you being able to draft a receiver. We've been watching this for 18 years. They bring in guys like Philip Dorsett. We're watching Philip Dorsett make clutch touchdowns against Kansas City. That guy stunk in Indianapolis. He comes over here. He's mildly successful. This is just what this team does. And I can't question it anymore. I can't. Sure, again, if they draft a receiver, I'm not going to be completely upset, but I think that's, so let's go. Quarterback, tight end. Yeah, I think maybe that's the third option there. I'd rather see them go after either Will Grier or one of those top 3 tight ends, whoever is available at that moment.
See, I'm the opposite thinking of you. I'd rather have a wide receiver over. I'd rather them draft the wide receiver in the first 2 rounds rather than a quarterback.
Yeah, I agree.
I just worry that if the Patriots do win the Super Bowl this year, because that's a concern, as always. If the Patriots do win a Super Bowl this year, I'm genuinely worried that Tom Brady would retire. So I think you have to replenish that need right now, because at that point, what else does Tom Brady need? He's literally the head of everything.
I said the same thing last year. Me?
Yeah.
Shut up.
Yeah, but next year would be 7 rings. He'd have more rings than any other football franchise. I think he might be done. So that's why I think you have to get your quarterback now. And that's if the Patriots don't make a trade for Josh Rosen, because he's been linked to them too.
Yeah.
So you know what? That's another thing. I wouldn't mind seeing that. I wouldn't mind seeing the Patriots take a draft pick and trade for Josh Rosen.
Now, if we're talking that, I wouldn't mind that either.
I think Josh Rosen's a talented quarterback who's getting boned right now in Arizona. I think it's a bad look.
Arizona sucks.
Yeah, Arizona sucks. Down with Arizona. Well, maybe not the whole state.
Not the whole state. That's the state. Arizona.
Yeah, the football team.
I feel bad for Fitzgerald. Why the hell he's gonna get out of there? I don't know.
I don't feel bad because he don't want to leave. If you don't want to leave, why the hell do I feel bad for?
That's like Adam Jones last year wanted to stay with the Baltimore Orioles. He literally had options to go get traded somewhere else. He was like, "No, I'd rather stay with the most losing franchise of a single season."
Right? Joe Thomas from the Cleveland Browns.
Loyalty, hell of a quality.
Larry Fitz was the biggest tease that's ever been linked to the Patriots, because every single season it was like Larry Fitz coming to the Patriots. Guess who never came to the Patriots? Larry Fitz.
His loss.
Imagine a team this year. We're getting so off track, but imagine a team this year if the Patriots made a trade of Demaryius Thomas, 2010 All-Stars, 2011, 2012 All-Stars, Demaryius Thomas, Larry Fitzgerald, Josh Gordon, just talented receivers from other teams. You just throwing them onto one team.
Yeah, it's just nice to dream, but hey.
But we just won championships with Danny Amendola, Chris Hogan, Edelman.
All right, that's it. We got off track. I don't even remember what we're talking about anymore. All right, CLNS Media Patriots Roundtable. Nick Qualia, Mike Molyneux, Marv is on. Guys, we're going to be back next week. There may be a date change when the show's released, but we're going to talk about that amongst ourselves, and we'll let you guys know. Probably through the Patriots CLNS Twitter, so keep an eye out for that. Patriots CLNS Media Roundtable. Again, Nick Qualia, Mike Molyneux, Marv is on. Guys, we're going to talk to you next week when we know who the Patriots have drafted. We'll talk to you then.